Okay, so this is something that I was thinking about. It's kind of funny and it's kind of sad at the same time. But I was thinking about how there are guys who will be like, "Oh, she doesn't do it as good as you." When like they're cheating on their wife and stuff, and like the point is that they will go after other women or
Greetings,
do sex
Seeker.
work related women because
On this
their
mission,
wife
your
doesn't
primary
do
target
something.
is Dmitry Ivanovsky.
Hold on,
He is
I'm
a
going to
former
skip this
Russian
really
armed
quick.
forces general. He
Holy
learned the
shit, I wish
nickname
this could
Bio
skip a little
Ivanovsky
earlier.
during the Second Mongolian War due to his.
Okay, but it is sad that sometimes people will cheat on their wives and things like that because their wife, or they'll do sex work related women because their wife doesn't do something sexual the way that, the sex worker would do it. And hold on, I'm going to fix my mic really quick. So I think it's sad that people will do this. Guys will do this. And it's like women will have to deal with guys like this. Oh my god, what? We just killed each other. But it's sad that guys will be this way. Like, they will want something from a woman that their wife can't deliver. But it's like, how could you be a person who wants something sexual that badly? Right? Like, to me, there seems like in this scenario, there's always more wrong in the situation than just wanting a woman who does something properly that you would like. Right? It's like when you think about it, when you really think about it, it can't always be that simple, and sometimes there's a much bigger problem that people aren't understanding. And you can't always expect what you want out of people versus what they can actually deliver. Wait, did you see that? I just could have sworn I was just shooting that guy. Like, I was aimed down, right? Anyways, fuck it, he's dead now. But there is a big problem with people expecting things from people that they can't get, and then people having expectations that are not realistic at all. And like, that's the real issue with a lot of relationship related stuff. And it's like, let's say you want a girlfriend or a wife who just blows you. She blows you out the water. Blows your mind, right? Well, in reality, the type of women who are going to slob on the knob like it's corn on the cob, these types of women, they're not just trying to do that to one guy. Like, they're trying to be with their best friend on their knees, each of them 20 guys in front of them. They're having a contest to see who finishes all of the corn on the cob first. Right? Like they're not out here trying to be with one guy that's boring, that's lame. Maybe they have one guy who loved them at home, right? Like, maybe they have their pet guy, you know what I mean? But it's like it's oh shit. Oh fuck. They already got the drone down. Well, they shot the drone down. What the fuck? They really want me dead. But it's like dudes are out here expecting women to be a fantasy, and women are out here expecting guys to be a fantasy too. It's very sad, actually. Because women, when they are people who are not, when women are people who are not to one person, like they're to everybody. And when guys are a person who's not to one person, they're trying to be to like maybe two women. You know what I mean? Maybe 3 or 4 women. So it's like you have to realize that the scope of which men and women think is drastically different when it comes to relationships. Like a guy could be happy with 2 women every night, but a woman is happy with 2 women. Like you best believe, I mean, with 2 guys, you best believe that woman wants more than just 2 guys. You know what I mean? It's not a equivalent thing. Like to assume that men and women want relationships the same way that guys want relationships is actually wild. Because reality is like women might want to have the baby daddy and then the gut obliterator, you know what I mean? It's like they might want to have both of those things. So it's really just wild when you understand the reality of this stuff. It's wild when you understand the reality of this stuff and you think about guys who are out here trying to have the wife and the mistress and all these things. Oh my god, the tank won't blow up. I've thrown grenades at the tanks before, and they've blown up. So I'm a little disappointed. I put myself in a very bad position here. Holy fuck. I should have put down the anti-tank. Where the fuck is the person? There's someone shooting me. I should be able to see him as well. I might have to go back around there. But it's really wild that people have all these different expectations, all these things that they want, and then they don't even understand the reality. I feel like if people understood the reality a little more, like you can't have a woman who is willing to be nasty and freaky, right? And not expect her to want to do that with multiple guys. Because here's the thing, right? Guys don't last for very long. Normally, if a guy lasts like an hour, that's a very sexually above average dude. Like that's not someone who you're going to find a million of that guy who lasts like an hour. So when it comes down to a lot of this woman finding guys to be certain ways with, it's not entirely possible. It's not entirely possible for women to even find guys who are as sexual as people advertise men to be. Like, it's actually hard for women to find guys who are the freak nasty. You know what I mean? Like, most guys are like, maybe they like a little bit of a blowjob, but they're not about to let you pee on them. You know what I mean? Like, it's and the thing is that there are women out here who genuinely want to have a shower without turning on the shower, if you know what I mean. Oh, fuck. So when it comes down to it, it's like you can't have a lot of these things that people desire out of each other. And that's okay, actually. Right? Like, that's reality. You can't always have what people desire, blah, blah, blah. But it is sad when people are in these marriages and stuff, and they're expecting at least just a husband that actually wants them, and then the guy is going behind your back and stuff, and he's not really doing what he said he would do as a husband. No, fuck, that was a flash grenade. I thought that was a smoke grenade. But it's really sad when people are expecting these relationships and then they can't even slightly get what's advertised to them. And the thing is, like, y'all are advertised these types of relationships and these people who will love you and all these things. You're advertised this stuff all your life. It's not like on Wednesday I got told that marriage is this really great thing. It's like, no, from being a child, you're told, like, you should get married, and you're told that, you know, there will be a guy that loves you and all this stuff. Like, you're told a lot of things that simply are not true and could never be true for a very long time in your life. And it just starts to become like, okay, if some people are delusional, it actually makes sense. Like, you should be delusional dealing with all these lies at a certain point. Like, you should not be delusional when you deal with all these different lies. Because people are literally out here just philosophically making up how your world should work. They don't actually give a fuck about how the world works and how the world has worked. You know what I mean? And it's really sad that people actually go around thinking that the world will be this way. And then they also never get that at the same time. Because the thing is, right? We set up our society for you to be able to trust what people say. That's actually like the bare minimum. Like, you should be able to trust what people say, but the thing is that people are always lying and adding more to the story. Like, people do this a lot. Where's this guy? This big on it. Oh fuck, we're about to be like, say hello to my little friend over here. But there's all these problems that get created. And people don't ever realize that most of this stuff is just lies. Like, most of this stuff is just people's idea of how life should be, how life could be, how life would be under certain expectations and under certain rules. A lot of this stuff is not how people can actually operate. A lot of it is not realistic things that people can do and set up. And the sad thing is that we have so much of people just saying what they wish could be the reality and then pretending like it is the reality. And it sucks so bad that people have to grow up listening to people with these different mindsets that just don't make sense. And then people will really take the things that the people say very seriously in terms of just being like, oh, you know, I think that women should do this. I think that men should do that.
You can exfil safely now. Check your map.
Right? Like, people will take all of these things very seriously. And it's like a very sad reality that that's just not life. That's just not how things work. Who is looking at me? Is that the tank looking at me still? I believe it is. Fuck that tank. I kind of like how the computer information in this game is always in a different location.
You'll all be safer when he's in your sights.
Stoy. Mine. What does stoy mean? I have to go look that up. I have to go look up what stoy means. I like to learn new Russian words while playing while playing video games with Russian words in them is interesting to me, you know what I mean? But I'm just trying to clear out this mission, right? And I wanted to talk about that stuff today. Are those people around here again? Oh my god, I don't like the bounties that much. I think I don't have to. There was one time, right? There was a group of people here, and I had never seen that before.
Well done, Seeker.
Like, I like that this is in the game, that there's like an RNG system. Okay, I like the randomness, the random generation in this game. This game has some very good random generated systems. Like how the information that you're supposed to collect on your mission is in a different spot. How sometimes there's a bounty target. How sometimes there are people who are snipers and stuff, and they are against you. Okay, so yes, this is the bounty area. Like, this makes this game more entertaining to play. Okay, so I've never seen people at this spot before. Oh, they even have a turret. Oh god, they got snipers. I didn't realize they had snipers too. Fuck. I should have scoped it out before shooting at them. Why is it? Okay, they didn't make the indicator properly for when snipers are looking at you. Alright, so I'm going to try and kill this one first. There's one more sniper at least. I don't know where the other guy is. These people can literally one-shot you, so I need to make sure I know where he is. Oh, fuck. Is he up here? Ah, dang. Okay, let me see really quick. I thought it would, like, hit him in his chest or something. So, yeah, this is a cool system in the game. There can be other snipers trying to get you. Like, I wish this game right here was like an MMO, and then you guys build a city and stuff like that, right? And then you have targets that you all snipe and stuff. That would be pretty cool. But the thing is that there's the guy right here. I think I missed. Wait, I keep miss. Is he dead already? No. But the thing is, right? Game developers, it's like at this point, you could say their job is to see how quickly they can ruin video game concepts as well as building games. Because there's certain things that they do to ruin games and game concepts that like any kid even wouldn't try to do to ruin a game, like unless it was on purpose. And it just makes no sense at a certain point how often game developers ruin games because in reality if you understand games, there's certain things that you would know would make a game fail. In a game like this, if you were to turn it into something like Black Desert, where you can farm and all of these different things, like holy shit, that would be fun. That would be a really fun game. Because the thing is, Black Desert is kind of already set up like a game like this. Holy shit, they're already shooting bombs. What the fuck? Oh, they are going to try and blow me up. Where's the Moltar guy? I didn't even know they had that in this game. Holy fuck, he's getting closer. Where's this dude? Let me move. Fuck! Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Okay, so I'm done with this game right now, not because it's too hard, but hold on, I might not be done if I can get a suppressor. Because I don't have a suppressor right now. And I need one. Oh wait, the wrong thing. I'm barrel right here, not under barrel. Okay, so I can get the suppressor now. But there's certain stuff, right? Like when you look at this game, I'm going to explain. Black Desert has all these different resources, all these different armor parts. How is your gun any different than a character with armor parts? If you wanted to make a game like Black Desert, but for this game menu right now, it would be so easy to fucking do. You could make every sniper bullet start off 50 damage, right? And then depending on the material, your sniper bullet goes up by 5 when you upgrade it. Then on the other material, your sniper bullet goes up by 10 if you upgrade it, right? And then it could stop at like 200, and then certain bullets don't go up to 200, and boom, you just created an entire system how you could level up bullets. And then every attachment could make your range, could make your accuracy, all these different things go up and down. Every attachment. And then every attachment could work the exact same way I just explained the bullet. So when it comes to making an MMO with snipers, you could literally just take all of the Black Desert systems like farming, breeding horses, all that shit, and then throw it into a sniper game. The problem is that these people who make video games are morons. They don't know what they're doing. But that's just something that frustrates me about video games in general. What I just explained could go on any game. Tekken, Nier Automata, God of War, any game. But instead they go and they make these very bad systems that don't work very well. And then they ruin it with all kinds of monetization. All kinds of monetization. And they ruin it with all these different systems that just bloat the game. And then they don't balance the damage. What I just explained would be a very, very easy way to balance the damage. If you make every bullet for snipers max out at 200 damage, and then every bullet starts off at 50, and then certain bullet types only scale up to like, let's say an iron bullet only scales up to 100. But it's cheap to upgrade it. But you would have to upgrade it because it only goes up by, let's say, 1 every time you upgrade it. You have to upgrade it a lot more, but it would be cheaper. And then you go to a silver bullet, an iron bullet, all the way until you're at a gold bullet or some shit. And then that's when you get to the point where some bullets will start breaking the limits, but only if you can like infuse corruption to the bullet. You know what I mean? And the limit for sniper bullets would be 200 damage. And then every other gun type, the way their damage would go up and down. The way their damage would go up and down would be really simple. Every other gun, every other type of gun would be based on a different damage range starting point. So let's say pistols, every pistol bullet starts off at 10. Right? And then, when you want to get better guns, right? I mean, better pistols, you need to do specific things to make the pistol ammo stronger, which is, well, get an iron bullet, get a gold bullet. And then you could do the exact same thing with armor and stuff. But game designers are always out here like, well, we just want players to be able to do 1,000 damage. We want players to be doing millions of damage. Like, it's just stupid. Because that's the thing, like, all these MMO people, game designers, they want you to be doing millions of damage so bad that they will actually sacrifice the development and the way that the game actually works just to make the game so that you do millions of damage. And the worst thing about it is that they don't need to sacrifice that much. They don't need to sacrifice the integrity of the game just to get certain things. All they would have to do is start to implement systems like I just explained, and I explained these things very simply, very clearly. It's not very open-ended either, how I explained it. The way I explained it is, oh, there was the thing to check right there. But the way I explained it is actually very simple and very easy. It's a very good way to explain what I just described. It's actually should be the only way that people balance damage in the game. But the thing is that people are dumb for one. And people want to force whatever it is they want to design. People don't just design a game properly. People have like their dream game and all these different things that they will force the world to do. And it's wild because people don't even be wanting to play some of this shit that people will design. People be wanting simple fucking games. Like what I'm playing right now, this is simple as fuck. You go in, you stealthily kill the people, or you go in loud and you fuck shit up like I'm doing right now. Wait, where is the person who sees me? But it's like people struggle to design games like this because they don't understand video games at all. That's the only reason you would struggle to make something like this. Because as you can see, this is a very simple game. You just aim at people and you fucking shoot them. It's not that hard. You have to make good choices of who you're shooting. And save your ammo and shit like that. Like right now, this is a horrible choice for me to the sniper gun. I had to reload. That was a dumb choice. I should have tried to aim down the sights with my other gun. But it's like these games are very simple in terms of the mechanics. You literally use 2 buttons most of the time. You're aiming and you're shooting. It's a 2-button game. And people struggle to balance it. It's sad as fuck. It's so sad, actually. But I'm going to hop over to the other game real quick. I'm going to stop this recording so I can just upload this audio and stuff like that in this gameplay to YouTube.